Alright, so SoFaygo dropped a new single called Yay, and it's the first drop he's done since the Pink Hearts album, other than like features and stuff, but like, I actually really like SoFaygo. If you didn't know that, I really like SoFaygo. So anyways, yeah, when he dropped, I really wanted to take some inspiration from that single and make a beat around it. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. All right, first of all, I want to say I've been messing with my audio settings for like forever now, so the audio might sound a little different than it did from last video, and that video might sound a little different than the video before that. I'm just changing settings around. I'm experimenting, messing with noise gate, compression, EQ, all that stuff. So I just want to see what it's gonna sound like whenever I record a video. So anyways, this is the melody that I have made. Super upbeat, kind of like a happier sound to it. It's, if you heard Yay, if you heard the song Yay by SoFaygo, you kind of understand where I'm coming from with this. But yeah, it's upbeat, happy sounding, you know, but like melodic and kind of spacey, kind of like just SoFaygo stuff in general. Anyways, to start off, I have this mallet that I got from Xenology, and I made this super like kind of bouncy and plucky pattern with it. I kind of just played around with the bass notes and built chords on those and just changed around the timing and kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But then over here I added these this top line right here that is actually the middle notes of the chords, or dancing around the middle notes of the chords. So yeah, that is a little bit of the theory behind it. I don't really know theory, but here's what that sounds like. And then moving on, I have this little lead that I put in just to kind of like fill in the spaces right here that were left by another lead that I'll go over in a little bit. Pretty simple stuff, just kind of like the you know what I mean? So so yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. And so here's what that sounds like. Like I said, nothing crazy, just to fill in space. And then I have this lead, which takes up this part mainly and this part mainly. And so if you notice, that's where the gaps were in the other lead. And so the lead fills in the gaps left by this lead. So like, yeah. But anyways, this is a one shot that I made myself, and it is going to be in an upcoming kit called the Cosmic Drum Kit that I'm going to be releasing with Aiden. So yeah, if you like the sound of this, be looking for that drum kit. We are still in the process of making it, but it should come out decently soon. So I started off with like this right here, and then I wanted to add some variation. So at the end of every 2 bars, I had it like switch like that. But then I wanted a little bit more variation. So at the beginning of every 2 bar, or every 4 bars, I have this note slide. So I have this velocity all the way down, and this note's an octave down. And then I added a really short slide note that was an octave up from that note, and actually turned the velocity up on that. So you'll hear how that sounds. It kind of sounds cool. It sounds like what? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. So anyways, here's what that sounds like. Oh yeah, and I also added this like slide note at the end right here. You can barely hear it, but I like it. It's kind of like ear candy. And then next, I have an electric piano that an electric piano that I found in Xenology. Sounds pretty cool. And I kind of just followed the chords, really. I just wanted to add like a filler sound, you know, because the mallets are really plucky, so I wanted to have like a nice filler sound that was really full sounding and just sounded cool. So I got that, and then I half-timed it and then messed with the mix and the band on it. I have it at 1 bar. So here's what that sounds like. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, but it serves a pretty big purpose, kind of being the basis of the melody, and it'll help with like switch ups, because then because then I can take the mallet out and you can still hear the progression going on. So then, yeah. So last but not least, I have this bass that I got from Aiden that he made in one of his kits. Hopefully he releases those soon. I like the one shots that he makes. So I use this bass and I just followed the root notes, and then at the end of every 4 bars, I had it just ring out. So here's what that sounds like. And I have that bass tucked in the back pretty well, just because I don't want it sticking out too much. I like having the feeling of the bass, of this bass in particular, rather than the sound of it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the melody. Let's just go ahead and get into some drums. So I feel like he really likes like super bouncy drums and kind of like a different bounce. I don't know. All of his beats have like unique bounces to them, in my opinion. So let's just explore some cool 808s and see if we can get a 808 bounce that I like better going. Then from that we can put perks and stuff in it. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and put a clap in, and then let's find an 808. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna run with this 808. I made it from a door jam, like one of those springy door jams that you like click and they have like a sound. I made it from one of those. Let's just run with that. Let's see if we can get a cool bounce going. I want to try something different than I normally do. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the notes down. I'm gonna see if I can pitch everything down one. Let's see what that sounds like. Just to add extra bounce, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a kick and kind of mess with the pattern on that a little bit. Like I mentioned before, I don't really want to make this super conventional. Alright, so now I'm just gonna do a little basic mix on it and I'll arrange it. That'll be it. That'll be it. I think that's gonna do it for today's video. I think we really achieved the SoFaygo style, man. The bounce is like a little unconventional. Like it has a lot of like rolls and like snare hits and a little 808s going everywhere and all that stuff, you know, and like let's go Faygo, you know what I mean? So like but like also I think the melody achieved like the upbeat kind of melodic style that his new single kind of had in it. So I would call this a success. And yeah, I'm gonna let this beat play out, but before I do, be sure you hit the like, bro, subscribe, like, comment, bro. Like you got video ideas, comment them, DM them to me, whatever, and check the link in the description. It'll take you everywhere that I got, all my social media, etc. And that's gonna do it. I'm gonna let this beat play out and I'll catch you guys in the next one.